Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a close look at one of America's most familiar coins. Top 5. First up, the 1994 Jefferson nickel. Millions of these 5-cent coins pass through cash registers, vending machines and pockets across the United States. Most people never give them a second thought, but collectors know that even common coins can have interesting stories, hidden varieties and values that surprise beginners. If you found a 1994 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark, don't spend it just yet. While the majority of these coins are worth only a few cents above face value, their condition plays a huge role in determining their market value. Some examples are also worth much more if they contain rare mint errors or are preserved in outstanding condition. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels in 1994, making this one of the most common dates in the entire Jefferson nickel series. Because of its large mintage, collectors can still find circulated examples quite easily. However, locating a clean, sharply struck coin with minimal wear becomes much more difficult, especially as the grade increases. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of America's third president, Thomas Jefferson. Designed by Felix Schlag, this classic portrait has appeared on Jefferson nickels since 1938, becoming one of the most recognizable designs in American coinage. Around Jefferson's portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1994. The small D mint mark below the date indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, you'll find Jefferson's famous home, Monticello, located in Virginia. The inscriptions include EPLURBUSUNUM, MONTICLLO, 5 cents, and United States of America. Collectors pay close attention to the steps leading to Monticello because sharply defined steps often indicate a stronger strike on high-grade uncirculated coins. Now let's discuss what extra fine condition really means. An extra fine, or EF, coin has clearly seen circulation but still retains most of its original details. Jefferson's hair remains well defined, facial features are sharp, and only light wear appears on the highest points. On the reverse, Monticello remains crisp, with many architectural details still visible. This grade is much more desirable than heavily worn examples. So how much is a 1994 Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition worth today? In most cases, collectors can expect a market value between 10 cents and 50 cents, although especially attractive examples may sell for around $1, depending on eye appeal and demand. These values reflect the coin's high mintage and widespread availability. Of course, there are exceptions. Some 1994 nickels display interesting mint errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or doubled dies. Genuine mint errors authenticated by professional grading services can command much higher prices than ordinary circulated coins. If you think your nickel might be special, inspect it carefully under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look for unusual doubling in the lettering, cracks in the design, missing details caused by strike errors, or other unusual features. Avoid cleaning the coin, since cleaning almost always reduces collector value. For collectors, the 1994 Jefferson nickel is a reminder that coin collecting is not only about finding expensive rarities. It's also about learning history, understanding minting technology, and appreciating the craftsmanship behind everyday American coins. Even a common nickel can be an exciting addition to a collection when it is well preserved or carries an interesting story. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more valuable Jefferson nickels, Lincoln cents, Roosevelt dimes, Washington quarters, and other rare US coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. You never know, the next coin in your pocket change could be worth far more than its face value. Happy coin hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. The 1980 Jefferson nickel, one of the most recognizable 5-cent coins in American history. Millions of people have handled this coin without realizing that some examples can be worth much more than their face value. If you've discovered a 1980 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark, you may be wondering whether it's an ordinary pocket change coin or a collectible piece that deserves a closer look. The year 1980 marked an important chapter in the Jefferson nickel series. By this time, the Philadelphia Mint had resumed placing the P mint mark on Jefferson nickels, making it easy for collectors to identify where the coin was struck. Although more than 593 million examples were produced, condition is the key factor that determines value. A well-preserved coin can be far more desirable than one that has spent decades in circulation. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, designed by Felix Schlag. Around the portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1980. Just to the right of the date is the small P mint mark, showing that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. On the reverse, you'll find Jefferson's famous Virginia home, Monticello, along with the inscriptions EPLURBUSUNUM, Monticlo, 5 cents, and United States of America. Collectors often examine the steps of Monticlo because sharply defined steps can increase the desirability of high-grade uncirculated examples. So what does extra fine EF condition mean? An extra fine coin has experienced light circulation, but still retains most of its original design details. Jefferson's hair, cheek, and jawline remain well defined, while Monticlo displays strong architectural details with only light wear on the highest points. Coins in this grade are attractive to collectors because they balance affordability with impressive detail. In today's market, a typical 1980p Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition usually sells for around 5 to 25 cents, depending on its eye appeal and local demand. While this isn't a fortune, it is still worth more than face value for collectors assembling complete Jefferson nickel sets. About uncirculated examples can approach $1, while certified mint state coins may bring significantly higher prices. Collectors should also inspect 1980p nickels for unusual mint errors. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and doubled dies can all increase value if authenticated. Although these errors are uncommon, they are much more valuable than ordinary circulated coins and are actively sought by specialists. If you own a 1980p Jefferson nickel, examine it carefully under bright light and magnification. Never clean the coin, because cleaning can permanently reduce its collector value. Instead, preserve it in a coin holder and compare it with grading references if you believe it is an exceptional example. The 1980p Jefferson nickel reminds us that even common coins have fascinating stories. Its historical significance, classic design, and role in everyday American commerce make it an enjoyable collectible. While most extra fine examples are inexpensive, rare mint errors and outstanding mint state coins continue to attract strong interest from collectors. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the 1980p Jefferson nickel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We regularly explore valuable Jefferson nickels, Lincoln cents, Roosevelt dimes, Washington quarters, and other rare US coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Happy coin hunting, and I'll see you in the next video. Next up, the 1996 D Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary 5-cent coin, but collectors know that every coin has a story, and some examples can be worth much more than their face value. If you own a 1996 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark, stay with us until the end of this video because you might discover something valuable hiding in your collection. The 1996 D Jefferson nickel was produced at the Denver Mint during a period when Jefferson nickels were widely used throughout the United States. The Denver facility struck more than 817 million of these coins, making it one of the higher mintage issues of the decade. Although this large production means the coin is common in circulated grades, condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A well-preserved coin with sharp details can attract much more attention than one that has spent years in circulation. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, designed by Felix Schlag. Surrounding Jefferson's portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1996. Just to the right of the date is the small D mint mark, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. This simple mint mark helps collectors identify the coin's place of origin. Turning the coin over, you'll see an image of Monticlo, Jefferson's historic Virginia estate. Above the building appears the motto, EPLURBUSUNUM, while below are the inscriptions 5 cents and United States of America. Collectors often inspect the steps leading to Monticlo because coins with unusually sharp, full steps on uncirculated examples are much more desirable than ordinary strikes. Now let's discuss what extra fine, or EF40, really means. A coin in extra fine condition has experienced only moderate circulation. Jefferson's hair, cheek, and facial features remain clear, and most of the finer details are still visible. On the reverse, Monticlo shows crisp architectural lines with only light wear on the highest points. This level of preservation makes the coin attractive to collectors who want quality without paying the high prices associated with mint state examples. So how much is a 1996 D Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition worth today? Because the coin is common and widely available, most extra fine examples sell for between 5 and 25 cents, depending on eye appeal and local demand. While this isn't a rare or expensive coin, it is still worth more to many collectors than simply spending it. Uncirculated examples can range from about 30 cents to around $2, while certified gems with outstanding strikes may bring much stronger prices. Even though ordinary 1996 D nickels are inexpensive, collectors should always examine them carefully for mint errors. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, double dies, and other genuine mint mistakes can dramatically increase a coin's value. These errors are much scarcer than normal coins and are actively sought by collectors, especially when authenticated by a professional grading service. If you think your coin might be special, inspect it under bright lighting with a magnifying glass. Compare the lettering, date, and Monticello design for any unusual doubling or striking defects. Most importantly, never clean your coin. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce its collector value, even if the coin is otherwise in excellent condition. The 1996 D. Jefferson nickel is a great reminder that coin collecting isn't always about finding million-dollar rarities. Sometimes the excitement comes from learning the history behind everyday coins, understanding how condition affects value, and discovering unusual varieties hiding in ordinary pocket change. Even a common nickel can become an enjoyable collectible when it is well preserved or has a unique mint era. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos about valuable Jefferson nickels, Lincoln cents, Roosevelt dimes, Washington quarters, and other rare US coins. Keep checking your pocket change because the next valuable coin could already be in your collection. Happy coin hunting, and I'll see you in the next video if you'd like. I can also create a * full 1,500 word YouTube script * with a stronger hook, detailed history, collector tips, grading explanations, mint errors, and a more engaging conclusion.